Hello everybody! And welcome to FTL Faster Than Light. So someone said in the 500 subscribers video, why don't you make FTL content? And I was like, why the hell not? I like this game. So I decided to make a couple of videos of this. It's not gonna be a full series, but still, a couple of videos is better than nothing. Let's get started right away. I've played this game a bit, as you can see. I mean, I've definitely beaten it on easy, I believe. I don't know if I managed on normal, but I'm quite out of the loop, so I'm gonna play an easy game with it. Federation Cruiser's big laser of doom, death, despair, and destruction is quite good. What I need to unlock the second layout, though. Use only the artillery beam to destroy an enemy ship while taking no hull damage. That's possible. While using the Federation Cruiser, use your crew in 4 special blue events choices by Sector 5. That's hard, but possible. Get to Sector 5 in the Federation Cruiser without upgrading your weapon system. Ow, that hurts a lot. But it's also possible, considering we have burst laser, it's actually a good weapon. Let's do this. I was thinking about the anti-cruiser, but hell, why not? The Starthing. Yeah, Starthing, why not? Alright, let's just get started. The data carrier is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. Sure. So I'm gonna go start right away with a bit of this upgradage. And that's it. I was wondering if I maybe should keep my weapon system to minimum. I will upgrade my artillery beam, my shields, and my engines to try to get at least 2 out of the 3 things that I need to get for the second layout. The exit is right over there. I think I'm gonna go here. Less horizontal travel, more chance to explore anything. You don't listen to nothing but empty space. Wow, really, game? I won't put too much forethought in where I'm jumping. So they apparently have a beam weapon as well as laser. Nah, let's just keep going this way. Fun times ensued everywhere. Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send an away party to investigate. Okay. You find a hidden Federation outpost. They messaged you quick. We just got word from a sister outpost that they've been discovered by the rebels and are under attack. If you're still loyal to the Federation, go save them. And we get a quest and a couple more resources. Where's the quest marker? Very close to the exit, that's really good. Can I jump? No, so I'll have to go down here and through the nebula, it's the only way. Let's try to make it as few jumps as possible. Oh good, perfect. You arrive in an asteroid belt, discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed here. Prepare to fight. Okay, so they have 2 weapons, which I don't like too much. I cannot do anything else but just shoot the hell out of them and hope for the best. That's not the best. That's very bad. That's very bad. That's hurt a lot. Oh, wait a second. I didn't even set my crew, did I? That's really silly of me. Alright. Well, that takes care of them, but we need our shields up as soon as possible or the asteroids are going to destroy us very quickly. There we go. That should do it. I should have shot the shields if I thought that a bit better, but I didn't because I'm a big dummy, so I do apologize for that. So let's try to do this. There we go. Alright, it didn't go too bad. I got 2 damage. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. That's really nice. Ah, there is a store there. I don't even know. I think I'll have to fight the rebels. I didn't think that the layout of this first sector Would be so silly. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Let's defend it. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet. They move in to engage. So they have the droid control and they have a beam weapon. The droid itself shouldn't cause us too much trouble. Yes, that's gonna be ideally not very ideal. That wasn't ideal at all. We want to take care of the droid first, I guess. Alright. Alright. For now, that did it. As long as our shields keep up. This is the first beam that does only 1 damage, so I don't feel like it's going to be that much of a big deal. Let's just keep on destroying the thingio, dealio, droid control, in case something bad happens. We got really a substantial amount of damage early on, but he didn't hurt any of them. Apparently the beam doesn't do any damage at all aside from hull damage. It's not a hull beam, that's for sure. Alright, so we get 16 scrap, 1 missile, 1 fuel. The ship breaks apart and quick salvage. The outpost hails you. The pompous bastards expect free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. Alright, so let's see now. We could upgrade our artillery beam. We need also power for it. Yes, I think that's gonna do it. So essentially every level will speed it up by 10 seconds, so that's quite a big deal. Okay, we won't be caught up in the Federation, or rather the rebellion, so that's good. 1 fuel for 5 missiles? I could do that, because the fuel is not as expensive, and I can still sell the missiles if I won't need it. Besides, a small bomb or a ion bomb would come in handy against the final fight. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you and your ship. Let's be villainous. Let's demand the surrender of their goods. You prepare to secure their cargo by force. Then look like they don't want to fight. They're trying to escape. So we're going to attack weapons first. This is a bit of a odd situation because our weapon is get out. Yeah, I thought that could happen. Okay, the weapons are down. Now we're going to aim for the captain's cabin. Afterwards, the engine. So we keep them two locations for traveling broken. And they won't be able to fix both, hopefully, in time to escape. And after they're both destroyed, or partly destroyed, we're going to destroy the shields. So now they're all on the engine, apparently. I've seen the doors move. Oh, no, that did it. Okay, never mind. The ship was carrying military supplies. You pick up anything that looks salvageable from the debris. Alright. 30-second cooldown instead of 40-second. Well, let's upgrade it straight away. There's a big difference in evasion chance, but I feel like it's best. Alright, so quest markers here, but we can still travel a couple of sectors before the fleet comes to us. So let's try to do that. You stumble across a forward scout of a rebel fleet. They're powering their FTL. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Okay, so they have a missile, so weapons is the first priority here. The missiles probably in all likelihood shoot, yes, much faster than we do. But at the same time, it's not that much of a big deal. Well, that was, because it literally did no damage to them. Oh god. Oh good, perfect. Well, we'll have to rely solely on that, or rather on fixing up things before they can kill us. Yeah, that's really bad right now. Okay, so that did a fudge ton of damage, but crap, we need to take care of things here. Rockman, go there. And not to be racist, he's actually a Rockman. Oh, come on! Seriously, shield man? I mean, seriously, weapon man. Well, this should take care of them the next couple of shots. They cannot evade, so yes, that is it. We get that resources. We're going to power down the engine for a bit. We're gonna send the Rockman here to heal. No, he's full health, so he can go back to the engine room. You go here, and you can go here. Okay. Remove power to that. We can actually add a power bar, so now we have again 20% evasion chance. Needless to say that with our current situation, we won't see us getting no damage at all. Debris from a forgotten battle still orbits the gas giants in this system. Some of it might be usable. Perfect. Let's go to the quest marker finally. Now we should be rescuing another sister station, if I remember right. You arrive in the sector to a small outpost being bombarded by an automated drone. This must be the Federation base you were told about. Alright, so it has that boring system that makes it invisible, and it has a missile as well as a stronger laser than normal, certainly. We're already below 1/3. Okay, they took care of the missile, so that's a snap. These guys. It's okay, we took care of the missile, so essentially they can fix up. They're super slow at it, so we're fine on that regard, I believe. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let's try to destroy the... Wow, that was useless. I believe usually it just tries to find a pattern that makes it the longest line possible, but it's not very good for ships that have a weird layout. And we got our Rockman, which we can station... I don't know where we could station him. I guess close... Yeah, inside the shield bay. Because our... what's your face here? NG here is not very fit for combat. So we're going to upgrade a couple of things here. More specifically the engine, and next up probably another level of engine, and then the shields would be my guess. We'll see. Let's get out of here now. Right, the long range beacon. Attack the pirate. Fudge it. This pursuit unlocks weapons on your ship. I'm not accepting any bribes from pirate scum. They shouldn't cause too much issue because of their weapon timing. Yeah, alright. We should be fine in theory. In theory. Oh, that sucked a lot, so I'll have to repeat the shot. I want to upgrade my ray as well as shields a bit more before I leave one whole fight to the... Oh, okay. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. But that does not say if they will leave the poor people alone. So let's continue the assault. Fudge it. Let's destroy them. The scum that they are. There we go. Taking care of them, Pirates explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You go to examine the ship you just saved. The pirate's victim quickly jump away before you have a chance to speak to them. Wow. See, that's the point. Mantis controlled sector or civilian sector? Now I see a heck ton of greens here after the Mantis controlled sector, whereas here we'll have to pass through a nebula. There's just no other way around it, I guess. A nebula sector, of course. We're going to the Mantis controlled sector, rather. Alright, that's fair. You've entered a poorly charted area of space that's known to the home to the Mantis. Ensure your hull plating is up to scratch and that you have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. Alright. So it's not very, controlled, but it's still controlled. Now the strength of Mantis is to teleport on board of a ship and kill the people inside. You fancy you see something moving in the shadow of the beacon, but all remains still. Oh god. Sometimes this game is so dark in its messages. It's really good. Cool. At this point, you'll almost expect a fight with the Mantis, but this beacon appears to be entirely devoid of other ships. You take the time to catch your breath and double check the ship system. Wow. That's a really scary sector we have here, a Ghost Mantis sector. Ah, there we go. A youthful-looking Mantis Captain hails. Hey, Prey, must know. Your death, Castwalk. Final kill before maturity. Castwalk, pay respects. Since respects in Mantis culture are paid with lasers. Okay, they don't have a teleporter, they do have 2 weapons, one of which is the same as mine. We need to take care of the weapons as soon as possible with our current shield situation. Yeah, that doesn't look very appetitable to my taste. So let's send the Rockmen who are immune to fire. We need to take care of their major laser, but we're still going to fight their weapon bay a bit. Now we can possibly... this'll do it. Alright, that was okay. We get some scrap from it, which is always nice. We're going to send back our Rockmen to do their normal bidding. So there is a stress beacon as well as a store. Can I actually reach the store in 2 turns? Possibly. I'm gonna risk it. If I lose the chance to get to the store, so be it. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spider! Let's try it out. Your crew slowly creeps on the cluster of the creatures from behind. Wait, creators from behind. Without warning, the giant arachnids turn in charge. However, your team stays in control, and before long, you've beaten them back. Contact the station owners. They're thrilled with your success and offer you a reward. See, some risky moments there, but at the same time, it was worth it. I think I'm gonna upgrade shields next, simply because it's going to be the next closest thing. 25 scraps, still. Of course, this makes the entire effort of going to the store basically futile, but we can still go all the sectors here. See what is in the store at least. Should have thought about that first, but Uncertain about what you'll discover at this beacon, you scan the surroundings. You detect several warnings on wide-band channels discouraging any violence in protected trade space. Perhaps you can find somewhere nearby. Pike beam. That's actually a very nice weapon. It's only required 2 powers, it has a long range, but I guess this is also nice. Creative missile design allows for 2 projectiles for the cost of 1. That's really good. I think I'm gonna upgrade my... I'm gonna repair my ship a tiny little bit and just go on. Since we're quite close to the rebel fleet. The only thing this beacon offers is a view of a deep space and a brief respite from battles. For sometimes, this must be a welcome refuge. Oh, bother. This is very bland sector here. We've been having little luck with what we gained thus far. When the sails their captain says, I claim this vessel for my clan. Good hunting. Okay. They have 2 bombs. That's actually quite distressing. We're going to destroy their weapon system first. It's gonna be a bit hard to achieve the second layout of this ship, I feel, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best indeed. Okay, they took care of both their bombs, so that's actually very good. Let's try to activate out fire just for the purpose of it. And that should take care of their weapons entirely. Yes, apparently the fire did already. And now my beam should take care of the ship. Yes, perfect. We get some scrap, some fuel and missiles. We have a lot of missile. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useless scrap material. Perfect. Let's do this. And maybe now we might risk it if we see a ship that is weak enough to, you know, sustain a serious amount of damage just by our laser without taking too much. This one, perfect. Your cocktail lights up with the warning signals. You're being targeted by a nearby ship. The distress call was a lure to attract unwitting ships into weapon range. You prepare for a fight. This weapon cannot hurt us. I'm just going to stay here and wait. They cannot hurt me by any stretch, I believe. Because their beam cannot bypass my shields, whereas their laser cannot do 2 damage to my shields. So I'm invulnerable to them. I'll just let my laser do all of the job and unlock the first achievements out of the 3 for this ship. Besides, our evade chance is 25, so that's really good. Wow, that was really bad. So how's life doing, guys? Might as well check what's going on the interwebs while I do all of this nonsense. The enemy ship appears powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. It's a bit hard without both engine nor their what you call it, the pilot system. But you know, whatever floats their boat really. Especially because they cannot even reach their engine. So I think they're stuck here with us. Sorry guys. Sorry to disappoint you. They're trying really, really hard. But this should do it now. Hopefully. Yep, perfect. So this will unlock our achievements. Yes, Master of Patience. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Perfect. Still need to survive a couple of sectors before we can actually start upgrading weapons. So I suggest we upgrade the artillery beam next. It's gonna cost us about 105 scrap, so it's gonna take a while. Can I make 2 jumps before going to the store is the question? Let's try. Let's try and see. A rebel ship is guarding this beacon. You order a pursuit course and prepare to scratch up one more. Alright. They have missiles, weapons base, they're our priority on them. I don't want them to destroy anything particularly useful to us. That was definitely not a particularly useful place for them to hit me. So I should be safe for a couple of seconds before they repair it, of course. There we go, this weapon's down. Let's try to destroy their cockpit now. See what'll happen. Oh god. Take everything we have and let's both forget this happened. We'll not accept surrender. Yeah, let's be ruthless. Let's roleplay a ruthless barbarian scum, if you want. Barbarian scum more than barbarian. Barbarian! Yeah. Okay, so that did it for this ship, and let's see if now we can go also to the store with the newly found scrap that we have here. We can. We should reach exit safely, so it doesn't distress me at all. Merchants are not highly respected among the mantis race, so if you undertake the profession, you're mildly surprised to receive an advertisement from a nearby space dock. You decide to see what they offer. Crew teleporter, but I don't have enough money for it. Yeah, I don't have anything for this. I could buy the pike beam, but beams are not very efficient since if I cannot destroy their shields with my lasers. So I'd rather keep it to the laser. I already have a beam which is suitable for combat. Instead, I think I'm just going to live. I mean, I could repair my ship, but I don't feel like it's worth it at this point. Fair enough. You arrive to the long-range beacon. When the FTL drives are charged up, you can jump to the next sector. You arrive in the sector and are greeted by a science vessel waiting by the beacon. They hail you. We find ourselves low on fuel and have a proposition. Sure. Simply because drones are worth more than they are than fuel is. So if I can sell the drones for scrap, it's going to be an advantage for us. You've entered Zoltan territory. This species is not renowned for giving anything for nothing, but you can always be assured of fair hearing. Alright, so Zoltans are quite pesky to destroy because of their super shields. This must be one of the rebels' unnamed scout ships. Looks like there's no way around a fight. Alright, fair enough. They have a bomb, they have an ion weapon, they have a droid, they have a lot of things here. But they do not have a lot of shields. That's one of the weak spots of the auto ships. Oh, well, that was really weird. Let's try to repair that. Oh wow. Okay, ion my doors, alright. No, that is gonna help you a lot. So I shouldn't sustain too much damage here, despite them having, well, that took care of everything essentially. So that's really nice. Okay, so they're screwed now, literally, because their repair times are very, very slow, usually. I should have sent this Rockman instead of that guy, but yeah, what can you do about it? Alright, that did it nicely. We got some scrap, some fuel and drone parts, and we can upgrade our weapons. Can change it to this, and now every 20 seconds, so it's gonna be quite a little cooldown before we can shoot with the laser. It's gonna come in handy. Let's try to make a circle around Mort, Oni, Remo, Leo, June, and Jax. Something strikes you as odd about a moon in the distance. Check it out. Sending a shuttle to... ooh, nice. To explore a beckoning cave system, you discover signs of a battle and a still functional weapon. Firebomb. Firebomb is really good. It's gonna come in useful against the Rebel flagship, actually, as we will be teleporting it into their weapons bay. They're gonna kill the crew there, and they're going to destroy the weapon permanently. Small Rebel ship is docked at a small station. You try to lay low, but it spots you. Power up the weapons. Alright, fair enough. Now, I'm not gonna use the firebomb yet. I think I'm going to keep it just for the final battle. The more missiles we have, the better, really. It costs missiles, of course. Yeah, I thought that would hurt us a little bit, but what can you do about it? We're in Sector 3 and we're definitely underpowered for Sector 3, even if it's on easy mode. Well, not definitely underpowered. Our artillery beam is really good. I'm just gonna keep my fire positioned on the weapons bay for now. What else we should be upgrading is, of course, well, aside from an energy bar next up. Why didn't I do it before? I have no clue. You are considerably more well armed than I would have thought. We surrender. Nope. You're not. Bye. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Perfect. So we can upgrade this now. We can upgrade... yeah. We're gonna be able to upgrade a bit our engines. Upgrade... oh, freaking sake. I should be checking more often if there is a store close by. Because that actually disabled me. So now they're selling me fuel for scrap, which I will ignore. Wonder if I can go here and then to the store. Let's try. Certainly risky. An unarmed Zoltan transport vessel is slowly making its way towards the beacon here. They hail. This is a Zoltan peace envoy. We carry no weapons or shielding and rely on the mercy of others to communicate our message. Fair enough. They continue. We take your silence for interested contemplation. They talk at a length about peace and harmony, but either it's beyond your simple mind or it's all nonsense. They finish. Please spread the word of enlightenment to those that have not heard. Once you have, contact our brethren. They transmit coordinates of their so-called brethren. What? Oh, I couldn't even go to the store from here. Well, I'll go to the quest beacon, that's for sure. See what happens there. Alright, you arrive at the location specified by the peace-loving Zoltan, but the only thing nearby is a rebel ship closing in fast. We found you. You're not getting away this time. Attempt to hail them. They open communications. I can't believe there's anything you could say that will save you. The rebellion must destroy those that are still loyal to the obsolete Federation. Perhaps there could be a reconciliation of our ideals without war. Our ideals are too different to be so easily reconciled. You think you could end any war, but war? True progress can only be achieved without bloodshed. Suddenly, all indications of the rebel ship fade away and a Zoltan fleet appears around your ship. The captain of the ship you meet previously materializes on your bridge. Continue. Although your methods are crude and most certainly ineffective, it is clear you took our previous meeting to heart. If your ship represents the Federation's willingness to adapt, we shall do what we can to aid in their fight. Anti-bio beam, wow! So that's a beam that kills people, quite literally, but it's entirely ineffective outside of when shields are in effect, actually. So it's not very useful for us. We're probably gonna sell it in the next store, wherever we find it. That would be here. So we're gonna make this jump here, see how many more jumps we can make before going to the store and exit. After that we're gonna pause it. You jump into the debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its NG escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates. They refuse all hails. Wow! So you have a defensive drone that won't do a lot to them. They have an ion weapon and then they have a... or should be fine. I'm going to try to destroy their weapon bay just to make sure that they don't hit us by any chance of luck. And let's destroy their bay next. Maybe the shield bay would be best. Whatever we shoot is gonna destroy them. There we go. Artillery beam, really good. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Alright, so that's really good. I think we can make still a jump or two before going to the store, so we can keep up with the scrap. You pick the last broadcaster from a rupturing Zoltan freighter. The Mantis, they're here, please. You're interrupted by fire off the port bow. Wow, okay. It was aggressive of them. Let's destroy their weapon system first because of their missile. See if that will stop them at least a bit. Okay, that was a miss. That's lucky indeed. And now let's try to destroy their cockpit. Keep in mind that my artillery beam is going to shoot right now, and we don't need to destroy their cockpit anymore. We're gonna destroy their engines and kill them off. There we go. Alright, we get oh my god, another weapon. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, as well as a heal bomb. It's actually a very nice weapon. You teleport it, for instance, in a room where you teleported your crew at, and they get healed up. So it's really, really effective. I think we can still make... I don't know. If I go to the distress beacon and then to the store and then to the exit, I think we'll have to fight a rebel ship here. But it might be worth it. So let's try it out. We still have a lot of engine power. Okay, your jump interrupts a Zoltan security ship as it follows a Mantis pirate into an asteroid field. They message you. Your presence here will continue to be tolerated, but please do not interfere. Well, let's interfere and save and help the Zoltan ship. You overtake the Zoltan and catch up with the Mantis ship in the asteroid belt. Time to make some friends. Alright, let's see how this will go. Oh, hello. Rockmen come here. This should hurt them a bit, but they will not be out for a long while, so here we go. Let's close all doors now. Alright. So they should resist the fighting, because they're the strongest one of the two. And we should resist the attacks. Alright, so that did that. We're gonna turn there, we can destroy the... whatever, really. Everything dies at our hands, essentially, and next attack should be the last one. That really comes in handy. Okay, so our guys are leveling up slowly, so that's very useful. There we go. Alright, so you're salvaging the Mantis wreck. The Zoltan security patrol returns with 3 other ships. You quickly salvage what you can and set off before they can stop you for questioning. Wow! I was just wanting to help here, not like, you know, stuff. But whatever, if they're happy. I mean, if they're not happy with what I did, then it's their problem, really. Okay. Power this, power the engines, and let's jump straight into the store. I doubt we're going to make it to the exit in time, but you know, I think it's gonna be worth it. A human ship hails. My friends, please. There is nothing I don't have, and there is nothing worth wanting that I can't get. Why not take a look around my shop? So it has a couple of droids, it has a drone control, as well as a crew teleporter. I'm not going to buy a crew teleporter, but I'm going to sell these 2 weapons that I don't really need. I can fix my ship entirely. And buy fuel, because I'm kind of low on it. So now I'm going to go to the ship and upgrade a bit, huh? I think I'm gonna upgrade my sensors so that I can see what is the activity on the enemy ship. And I'm still not going to upgrade the weapon control for another couple of rounds, so I think that's gonna be it. Oh my god, I can still reach the exit in time. That's really cool. That's really, really good. You arrive at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Debris from a forgotten battle still orbit the gas giant in this system. Some of this might blah blah blah. Alright, I'm glad for that. We can go to the civilian sector only here now, but that's good enough for me. Woo! Alright, welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels catch you. Alright, so here we have a sector. We can go just check the store and then I'm gonna pause it for this episode. Oh, we wrapped it up very nicely, I believe. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. They do not have what I wanted to have. They do have a small bomb though, so that's really nice. But should I buy it? No, I'm not. This will do better, I believe. Even if this requires only 1 power. I don't know. I think I'm gonna buy just a bit of fuel and upgrade my ship, perhaps? Could upgrade this once. Alright, I'll wrap it up here. So thanks everybody for watching. We have almost 40% chance of evading, so that's really good. And join me next time as we'll travel through sector... what was it, 4? Yeah, sector 4, go into sector 5 and unlock the next layout of the ship, because we haven't upgraded our weapons yet. Until next time, be well. Bye!
This was the Loud and Gaming Show. Thanks for watching.